Welcome back to Vidhammer, another Gloomhaven playthrough, and I'm going to be going through the abandoned sewers this time, trying to get Mojo and Beary retired as I kick the stand that holds up my actual GoPro. Nice, pay no attention to that, don't worry, it was just a slight earthquake here in Idaho. We did have one, like last year. Scared a whole bunch of people because they'd never experienced one before. I thought it was kind of funny coming from Seattle where I'd been through several. So Mojo and Beary need 4 elite kills. There are 3 in this room at the very start. So hopefully we'll be able to get him retired, and hopefully more we'll actually be able to be successful at this. Sunny D is with us as the replacement for Timmy yet again. And this scenario links with Gloomhaven, so there's not a road encounter. And I did a city encounter before, at least I think I did, before the solo scenario, but you're not supposed to do one before the solo scenario. So that city encounter basically counts for this scenario. I don't remember what the heck it was, but that's okay. Anyway, we're supposed to investigate what's going on in the sewers. We talked to the town guard. He pointed to like a little grate. We climb into it, and this is what we see. The hissing of snakes inside. So, yeah, like everything in here does poison. So that's going to be fun. And, yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Also, short-term goal-wise, Sunny D has got Sadist, where you've got to kill 5 or more monsters throughout the course of the scenario, which I figure there's a lot of things in here. There's some vermlings and stuff, so since they're low hit point value creatures, there are many of them in the scenario, at least compared to for a 2-player game. There's a lot of monsters per person, so I figure you should be able to figure that out pretty well. Mojo took Masochist, but it doesn't really matter. We're planning on this being his last quest anyway. So, but it's where you have 2 or less hit points at the end of the game, which is kind of easier to mitigate, especially for Mojo usually being in the back and Beary is way up front. Mojo can take short rest to discard a bunch of cards if it was important, but hopefully we will grab those 4 elite kills and it'll be good. And our first turn was pretty much designed around trying to make sure that Mojo at least gets this first elite kill off. So they're going at 14. Sunny D's going at 32, along with the Giant Vipers at 32, and Oozes are going 66. So first up, since it's going to be Mojo and Beary doing their thing, the first thing is that Beary's got to go. So he'll take the shortest distance, he'll step forward 2 to there and take a chop shot on the regular Viper that's there. I should shuffle up my combat decks. Beary hitting the Viper for 2. Nope. Shuffle to that miss so many times, but we have more attacks to do this round, so at least we know we're not going to miss again. So we don't have any curses, there's no scenario effects added in. First thing that Mojo is going to do is have summoned ally do move +0, attack +0. So a move of 3, attack of 2. We'll move through Sunny D to there and do an attack of 2 on this guy. Attack of 2 +0, so that's just 2 damage. Ding. And then we're going to go into the next part of doing the attack of 5, which is nice knowing that this isn't going to miss. Not going to get any pluses, but that'll bring him up to 7. Then Sunny is going to have a adjacent ally perform attack 4. So we'll have him do an attack 4, and he's going to do it on this guy. Again, using Mojo and Beary's deck. Attack 4 +1, that's 5, puts him to 12, and Giant Viper only has a health of 11, so that guy's out. Then Sunny D is going to do her own attack of 2 with stun on the other guy, the smaller one. Attack 2 +0, but stun, so 2 damage, and you do nothing. Next up is Giant Vipers, where this guy's stunned, so he's not doing anything. But Elite will go first. They have a move of 3, and they're not jumping. So it's 2 move to get into the first space with the water, and then 1 to there, which will be closer to its focus. But then the one in the rear is only going to be able to move 2 and not go any further, and that guy is stunned. So that's all for them, and we are over to... Oh, wait, no, we're over to see what the Ooze is doing. Uzi's doing his stuff, and even though it's move -1, he still has a move of 1, and that's going to be closer, and he'll take his shot at Beary. Attack +1, so this is an attack of 5. That kind of hurts. Plus another one, that's 6. I've got this set up to be his health of 20, so he's going to drop to a health of 14. So not so nice from the Ooze, but that is the end of turn number 1, and we've got us 1 elite kill for Mojo and Beary. And we're going to the next turn. So in the next turn, I had a nice plan to try to kill off 2 more of the Vipers. Of course, the Ooze is chosen this time to split. It'd be really nice to do some damage to the Ooze, but there's no way I can do any damage to the Ooze, even if I switch up some of my plans and stuff. There's no way that I can get commanded movement for Beary, so... Oh well, now we're going to have 2s to deal with. Of course, the one that's getting spawned will be a normal, so it's only going to have a starting health of 9. And this guy will go down to 11. But, oh well, let's go with what we were planning. They're both going later, and enemies are going later, so... We're going here first. First thing we're going to do is we're going to strengthen an adjacent ally. I don't think we'll strengthen Mojo. I think we'll strengthen Beary. That might be a better option there. Then we're doing an attack 5 on that giant Viper. +1, that's an attack of 6. 4 was good enough. That guy's out. Then it is Mojo and Beary, and let's start by doing this guy first. He already has strengthen. Oh, first... Beary's got to do his thing, so he will step forward and attack the Viper with strengthen, so it's at advantage, but all attacks targeting the giant Vipers are at disadvantage this round, so it negates itself. This is just an attack of 2. Times 2, that is 4 going on Mr. Viper. Then it is Mojo's turn, and he's going to have Beary go ahead and do the attack 4 with Strengthen. He doesn't have Strengthen right now, so this attack must be at disadvantage. So -2, that's an attack of 4 -2, so it's only going to do 2 damage to the Poison Viper, so that'll bring him to 6. But it gives him Strengthen for his next shot, and we gain an experience, first on the board. Then we will do the attack of 3, this time with Strengthen, which means it counterbalances, and we're just at regular shot of 3 plus 1 is 4, puts him to 10, but he's got 11 health, so he still has 1 left. Then it's Giant Viper time, and they're going to get some attacks off. Move +1, but attack at least is -1. The Elite first taking his shot, -1, so it's just an attack of 2, but it has poison as well. Then the non-Elite, he will jump forward right to there and do his shot, which is just going to be attack of 1, but Beary is now poisoned, so it'll be 2. And then Ooze time to take 2 damage and summon a buddy. Yay! Great, now there's more of them. Over to next turn. Both the Ooze and the Giant Viper are doing attacks of -1, so at least that's going to negate the amount of poison damage that they're all going to do. We're still going first, Mojo and Beary at 20 and Sunny D at 29. So let's start off with Mr. Beary, who the Oozes are actually going with a higher initiative, faster initiative. So as much as I'd like for him to do his attack 2 and do the final damage there, unfortunately he has to do it on the Ooze. So attack of 2 and heal himself. Hey, that gets rid of the poison, but I was planning on healing him anyway. Oh, and we turn another card. Don't forget, we turn another card. -1, so that's an attack of 1. Now the normal Ooze does not have a shield, but the Elite Ooze does. So we still do 1 point of damage. And then we do our stuff there, which was planning for a heal of 5, which, why was I planning to do the heal of 5? All it would have done was heal the poison. That was a horrible idea, now that I realize it. But thank goodness we got the heal on that. So now we're going to do a heal of 5 and heal him for another 5 and gain experience. And then we will do our attack, which we were going to do towards the ooze. We'll just do that attack with the pierce towards the viper dude, which has to be at disadvantage. All attacks towards them have to be at disadvantage, which means we won't do the heal there. We'll just do the +0. It's enough to kill him off at least. And we get 1 less attack towards us, and we're not poisoned, and we gain another experience for that one as well. Sunny D, and we're going to move forward and do a attack for chop shot. So let's move. We could get all the way up to here and start taking some damage, even though Beary's going to take... we could take the shot from the ooze, though, the elite ooze. So if we go up to here and grab that coin, that'll put us where we can attack the viper, or we can attack the ooze. I think we should attack the viper and just get it out of the way. It's 1 less attack coming at us. So yeah, we're going to attack the viper for 4. It's got to be at disadvantage. Screw it. Attack the viper for 4. Oh, -2. Let's attack the viper for 2. Okay, probably should have attacked the ooze since we could have done 4 damage. But then whatever it is, the next shot would have been -2 anyway. But still, we lost our +2 in that rotation, which is never fun. Then the oozes. Since they have range attacks, he will try to pull back away from Beary. So we'll pull back 1 to there and do his attack of -1. So it's just an attack of 2. +2 is 4. And it does not have poison, though. So it's just an attack of 4. Then the elite, same thing, attack of 3. Plus nothing, but he's poisoned, so it will be another 4 damage. Hasn't been the happiest times for him. Then we've got Mr. Viper, but it's an attack -1. He's not an elite, so it's just an attack of 1, but Beary is poisoned. We'll take a miss. That's fine. No damage. And with that, we are over to the next turn, and we got to get some heals and stuff. Once again, I had plans to try to finish off the Viper, and once again, the oozes have decided to split at this point. So I am going to redirect as much damage as I can against the oozes and hope that that helps. It's not the best, but the oozes aren't going to attack, at least. So I think that's kind of okay, because I had taken the longer initiative for Sunny D, hoping that Beary would be able to move out of the way, like finish off the Viper and move. But now that the oozes aren't attacking, I think it's kind of about the same. So Mojo and Beary are going to be first, so the first thing that happens is Mojo's got to do his attack. The Viper is the only one that's right there, so he'll do his attack of 2. There's no disadvantage this time against the Vipers, so it's just 2 damage. Then we've got to do our move and attack with the heal, which is just going to get rid of the poison. But we can move up to 3. We could get here, which would allow... I guess I could use that just as a move 2 and shot. And I don't have any boots or anything like that to help Beary move. If I could get to that space, then he could stand here and then only this guy would be able to summon, because these aren't empty hexes, but I can't get there. But if he stands here, this guy won't be able to spawn at least. So let's do that. We will move him here with that move of 3 and gain an experience. And we'll do an attack of 3, so we'll gain both our experience at the same time. Attack of 3, which we'll do on the elite, since he's the only one who's going to be able to spawn. We're going to heal. Hey, that'll help with things. Okay, so it's a heal, which gets rid of the poison. It's an attack of 3. He has a shield of 1, so he only takes 2, but he'll go 4 damage. and get ourselves to experience. Then we do have our Sunny D. Sunny D can go ahead and we'll do our attack of 4 against, since this guy's not spawning, we could do our attack of 4 against the Giant Viper. Actually, the Giant Viper should be going right now. So, nope, hold off there, Sunny. Sorry. Move -1 with a jump and attack targeting 2, which if it is here, it can target 2, so it will jump there. And do an attack of 2 against each of them with poison. Little bastard. First will be against Beary, attack of 2, +1 is 3. 7 goes to 4, and you're poisoned. I guess we'll be clearing up the poison then with Sunny's shot. And then an attack of 2. Attack of 2 with poison, which is just going to be 2 and poison on Sunny, which is the first shot, so we'll actually take a hit on Chainmail and we'll use the heater shield, so it's not any damage, but we're still getting poisoned. That's okay. That's okay. Then it is actually Sunny's turn. So Sunny will do the heal 3. We'll throw the heal over here on Beary. Oh, I should have had him use his thing to get back his cards. This is me not thinking about diddly squat. Yeah. That's not the end of the turn. We are going to use that minor stamina potion to regain 2 discarded cards, because we got to get that heal card back in our hand before stuff goes horrible. We can do an attack of 4 against the Viper and just kill him off. Attack of 4, there's no disadvantage, just straight attack 4 +1, 5, that's plenty to kill that guy out. Oh, but the heal of 3, throw your heal of 3 on your buddy. Viper's dead, Ooze has got a split, Ooze has got a ooze. So they take their damage first. Well, that's good. He'll actually be at less than... And then they summon. So at 6 health, that's 7 health for the ooze that's going to go there. I haven't been keeping track of our kill stuff. And I'm pretty sure she did the attack on the Viper and killed it off. But I don't think she's done anything else. So... just give her 1 token on that. We're going to go first. Oozes are going at 84 with some push poison nonsense. First, Mojo's got to do his attack. Attack of 2. It's got to be on the elite since it's the fastest. That's 3. It's got a shield of 1, but it'll still take 2 damage. No experience there. And then we're doing the heal 5 with an experience. So let's go to 12. And we're going to go ahead and use the top of this as a heal of 3 on Beary to put him up to 15. And bring out some sun, finally. And the bottom of this, we're actually just going to use that as a move. We'll step over there and grab that. The Ooze's turn. First up, a push of 1 and poison, but starting with the elite, pushing 1 away. I guess he can actually push here. And poison. Yep, do his attack +1, so it's an attack of 5. It's not at disadvantage. What I thought was going to happen since he couldn't actually push 1, but he pushes first, and that is 1 away. So it's just a straight attack of 5. +1 is an attack of 6. Poison, that means 7. So 15 is dropping to 8. This does not look good. We cannot afford too much more like that. These guys will go number 1 first. Push and poison. There's nobody to push or poison. The range is -1. So the range is actually only 2. And range 2, you don't have the chance to hit anything. Sorry. Your buddy pushed you too far away. Then this guy is going to go and push. And now... you can push Beary back 1 more and poison again, but he's already poisoned, and then do his regular attack, which is an attack of, an attack of 4. -2 is 2, but poison gives 1 more for 3, so the 8 drops to 5. Yeah, it hurts, but, we have to accept it. And we're going to do a short rest for Sunny D as we go into the next turn. Our short rest revealed that this was the card we were going to have to lose. It's her level 3, which I really don't want to lose, but really that initiative, I really want to... Welcome to the next turn, where it's about a week and a half later. My GoPro overheated, and then I had a trip to Alabama to visit some family and stuff. Then, now I'm back, and I left some handy-dandy notes for myself so I'd know exactly what was going on. I'd already made my choices for what my characters are going to do, and I think I knew what I was doing when I did that. I still need to figure out what the enemy is going to do, and overall, I really just need to get 2 more kills with Mojo and Beary. I think they've gotten 2 elite kills in this mission already. So I think I only need to get 2 more, and they'll be guaranteed to retire as long as something doesn't mess up, and as long as I've got all the things recording. Let's go into the turn. Also, Sunny D just finished a short rest. The card she had to lose was Burning Flash. And that's kind of a heal card. And again, I hope I knew what I was doing, because that decision was made a long time ago. Anyway, oozes are going 66, which means Sunny is going to go first on her stuff. And I think we're just going to have her use the bottom of this for a move of 1 and step forward. So we could then use the top of this for an attack of 4, but we're going to use that to make it an attack of 5 at advantage and gain an experience point. So we're going on the elite guy, and hopefully we will kill him. Attack of 5. We need 2 cards, not 3. Attack of 5 at advantage, plus another one. That's 6. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 5. And from 8 goes to 13, and that is a dead elite ooze. We killed off the elite, but that's okay. We will gain an experience point for her finally and get a coin in that spot. But we killed off an elite, but I think Mojo and Beary are going to have enough opportunities to get more, and I really just wanted to get that freaking guy dead, which means we killed another enemy. Duke. We got to kill 5 total, which again, there's going to be a bunch of little vermlings and more snakes and all that good stuff, so we should be in good shape. Mojo and Beary going to do their turn, starting with Mr. Beary, actually. Beary doing his attack of 2, plus 0, just a straight up 2. So we'll do 2 damage, but he does have a shield of 1, so he takes 1. Given the nature of this wonderfulness, I think we're going to just use the bottom of this to do an attack of 2 on that one guy there. Even though we can't get multiple targets, attack 2 I think is going to be better than attack of 1 on several different targets, because probably with the shield he might not do anything. Anyway, we're doing an attack of 2, and we're going to heal ourselves for 1 and keep drawing cards. Heal ourselves for more, keep drawing cards. Hey, did I shuffle these? And -2. Great. So our attack becomes an attack of nothing, but we heal ourselves for 3, which is nice, because we'll get rid of the poison and we'll heal for 2 more, up to 7. Because as that works, that's supposed to be 1 heal, 1 heal, 1 heal. Which seems kind of weird, but hey, that's what people have said, so that's what I'll do. All right, and gain ourselves an experience. Yay. Now it's time for the oozes, and since they got a move of -1, this guy actually isn't going to move. He can't get further away, and his focus for both of them is going to be Sunny. So they're going to do attacks, 1 at disadvantage, but 1 normal. Just an attack of 3. So attack of 3, number 1, just a regular straight up attack 3. -1 is 2, and this does not have poison. So she just takes 2 damage, but she is poisoned, so she will take 3. And go down to 11. Then the other guy is actually going to be at disadvantage, so attack of 3, -1 is 2. Poison makes it 3 again. But her chainmail would have activated on one of those, the first one actually, and she'd be 1 less damage down. And that's it for this. That's it for this turn. We've got to go to the next one where Mojo and Beary have to do a rest of some kind. Over to the next turn where we got another fun one. The oozes decided to suffer damage and split, which is perfect for right now because there are no empty adjacent hexes. Everything's got water or coins or enemies in it. So they're not going to do diddly squat, which is fine because Mojo and Beary already decided to take a long rest. So the only person who's actually doing stuff is Sunny, who is going to heal 1 self and all allies within range 4. Even he's within range 4. But I think he's at maximum health right now. Yep. But we will heal and get rid of her poison and heal Beary for 1 as well. Then we'll have an adjacent ally, which is Beary, do an attack of 4 on that guy. No advantage or disadvantage or anything, just an attack of 4 times 2. That is 8, and pow, he is out of there. So that's it for that guy, but he is a summon, so he won't put down any coinage. Then the ooze will take his happy turn, where he's going to suffer 2 damage, and he would split, but everything is got something in it, so no splits for you. Then at 99, we will finish our long rest. But before that, Beary will move forward move 3, and do an attack of 2 on that guy. -1 is 1, but he's got a shield of 1, so not doing any damage, unfortunately, but then take a long rest and move on to the next turn. For the long rest, I chose to get rid of this card. Even though it's the bottom attack card, there's many more things in Mojo and Beary's deck that are more important, so that's what they're getting rid of. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt me later. The oozes are doing their move -1 attack +1, so he'll be at disadvantage when he takes his attack against Beary because they're going to be going faster. First up is Mojo and Beary, so Beary's going to be doing his thing. Stand right there, do an attack of 2 against a shield of 1, that's 1 damage. Then an attack of 5 and a heal of 5. Attack 5, no advantage or disadvantage or anything. Boom, times 2 again. See you later, buddy. But you're summoned, so you don't drop anything. But it's good to have one more thing out of the way. And heal, 5. And we get an experience for that. Sunny, going to heal for 3. Heal, I think she's going to heal herself. That's probably a good time to do it. Heal herself and move 4, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we could open the door at the end of the round. I don't think it's too good of an idea, so I think we'll probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be the end of our turn. And we get some of that out for next turn. And then I realized you can't actually do that because this door isn't actually open yet. Beary's not going to move forward, which means Sunny D has got to be the one to actually move forward first in the initiative order, which made it practically impossible for Mojo and Beary to be able to do anything because all of Sunny D's initiative cards were way late, or like 50 or above, and Mojo only has 1 card that's like higher than that. So they end up having to go 86, and at that point it's like we might as well go later as well. We're going to go 61 on this side, 86 on that side, and see how it works out. See what the monsters are going to do, and we'll see what happens. Well, the oozes are going to attack at range 4, +1 range. They're only going to move 1. So number 1's not going to be able to get a shot off, but number 8 will. The giant vipers are going to shield, and then they're going to attack, but they're not going to move. And in that case, I think my best bet is actually just to stay right here. And, yeah, we'll just stand in the doorway, and then we'll bless and strengthen Beary. So, yeah, there we go. Strengthened and blessed. There's the actual cards if you want. Basic move 2, blessing, strengthen, no experience. done there, which means at that point, since Beary is, Mojo is 82, which would be Beary being 82, everybody else here is going to go first, starting with Mr. Giant Viper. They're just going to shield themselves for an attack, but they don't have the range, so they're shielded now. Yay! Firmling Scout's going to jump at a move of 5. And 4. And finally our Uzis. With a move -1, he can't go anywhere and he doesn't have anything on range 4. He can move forward 1. And then with his extended range 4, he can shoot Sunny D, so I guess I probably should have pulled back 1. But, oh well, I didn't do that. It's attack +1, which means this is an attack of 4. Sure. Yeah, I should have pulled back 1. Alright, that sucked. I should think things through a little bit before doing them. First we have Beary, who's going to move forward 3 and do his attack of 2 on the Viper, which now has a shield of 1. Let's heal ourselves, and just doing the 2 damage, which means they'll take 1, and Beary will heal for 1. I should probably summon that swamp alligator, but I really don't want to lose another card quite so soon. I just want to wait. I don't know if he'll be able to get up there and be within range to do it, but no, I'm not going to summon the alligator yet. We're just going to bypass that. And we'll do our attack of 3. This is strengthened, so we're at advantage. Attack of 3. Oh, blessing! Blessing for the win. I did just shuffle that, didn't I? Yeah. Yep. But it's attack of 3. That makes it an attack of 6. He has a shield of 1, so he will take 5. And we heal for 3 and gain experience. It's awesome when you do an entire turn and forget to remove this. But hey, the turn's over, so it's time for the next turn. More overheats, but that's not stopping us. Let's see if we can get through a couple of turns before I gotta go to work. Oozes are going to split, which kind of sucks, but I think I figured out something that might work. Mojo and Beary are going first. So, first Beary's got to do his attack before Mojo can do anything. So, he's going to stay right where he is, attack the Elite Viper for an attack of 1. It doesn't have a shield so far, so it just takes 1 damage. Since I don't want to kill that guy off, what I want to do is hurt the oozes as much as possible because they're going to split on their turn. Or prohibit what they're going to do, which might be closer to the truth. We're going to use this to swap the location of any 2 enemies. We're going to swap this guy with this guy. Come on up here, Mr. Ooze. They're not going until 98, but that won't be a problem at all. Now that they're swapped over, let's hit them as hard as we can. Attack of 4. Strengthen is going to be for next turn, but it's an attack of 4 plus 1, that's 5, but it does have a shield, so we'll take 4 damage. Then the scouts are going to do their move and loot again. They're moving with a jump, so this guy will just get within base contact because he can. That's okay. And then this guy will move with jump. Oh no, that means he can get it. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, that means he can get here, which he will do. That's fine, though. They would loot, but there's nothing there for them to loot. Then we're going to have Sunny D go, which means she can't get in and hit him again. But that's okay, because he actually isn't going to be able to hit anything at all. And with this Viper back here, he's going to move into that space, and this guy won't be able to do it either. That's okay. That is okay. I don't have yellow out, so let's just hit this Vermling with an attack of 5 and see what we can do. If we manage to get, nothing's at disadvantage or anything, just a straight attack of 5. +1 is 6. That's the magic number. See you, buddy. You are gone. And we'll drop a coin in that spot, which I think, since we've got some movement, we'll just step into that square and take that money. Then Giant Vipers got to do their thing. The one in front, oh, they've got a move of -1, so he's got a move of 2. Beary is his focus, because Beary's closest, and moving here doesn't move him any closer, which means he won't move. So he won't move, he can't get within base contact, he can't attack, that's all done. Then the guy in back will do his move of even though it's -1, he's still got a move of 2, so he will move forward. And then that's it. Neither one of them are in base contact, neither one can attack. And then that leads us to the oozes, who, this guy has stuff in every square around him, and this guy has stuff in every square around him. So they don't, do that thing. They don't summon, but they will take the damage. Welcome back to Sometime Later. Maybe this thing will keep recording. It crapped out again, I think, during my preparation for the next turn, and I think I've got everything laid out of how it's supposed to be. Sunny D had just taken a rest. This is the card that she had to lose. I think she took a long rest, but she might have taken a short rest, but anyway, this is the card that she is losing. It's the bottom attack card, which is kind of rough, but she's got a lot of other stuff in there. Beary and Mojo are going to have to take, well, Mojo's going to have to take a rest after this turn. He's down to just 1 card, but let's see how this goes. I think I've got a decent idea for how it's going to play out. Sunny D is going first, and of course I didn't think things fully through, because I had her going to strengthen all adjacent allies, and the only adjacent ally is one that's already strengthened. Maybe I forgot to take that off. Let's just pretend that happened. I forgot to take that off, and now I'm putting it back. That's how smart I am. I doubt it. Then we're going to do an attack 2 with a stun on this guy, the scout that's there. Ooh, attack 2, that's attack of 4. He's got 8 health because he's an elite. He'll take 4 and get a stun. Then we've got some good stuff after that. The scout would be up next, but he is stunned, so he's not going to do anything of the sort. Then the giant viper actually goes before Mojo and Beary, but since the giant viper cannot get in base contact without using a jump, he can't get any closer, so he's just going to stay right where he is. He'd do a little more damage if he could get there. Too bad he can't. Then we are over to Mojo and Beary first, which means first Beary's going to do his attack, which is going to have to be at the scout, because the scouts actually went faster. So his straight attack of 2, which is going to be strengthened. So best out of 2. You add the modifier when you are at advantage, so he will heal 1 and do an attack of 3. That'll put that guy at 7, but he has 8 health total. Then it's actually Mojo's turn, where we're going to we'll have a summoning creature perform move +0, attack +0. So he's just going to do an attack of 2 again on the Vermling Scout. Oh, lame. Fine, okay, that guy's still alive. And then we're going to do an attack of 3, pierce 4 on the ooze. So attack of 3 times 2, that's 6. That's a splat. I think he's only got he's got 9 in a shield, but the shield wasn't going to matter anyway. Bam, he's out of there. Coin down. And finally, our oozes. We got 2 oozes left. The elite will go first. He can get 1, 2, 3 to go there. Move 1, 2, 3. Or wait a minute. That's a snake. That's a snake. Giant Viper should have had a move of 3, so the Giant Viper should have gone into that space, but again, would not have been close enough to be able to do anything. Then this guy, he's at range 3 right now. He couldn't get close, but he's got range. He's got range. He's got range 3. He got all the range that he needs, so he will take the shot from where he is. This is a non-elite, so he's got 3. He's got an attack of 2. Attack of 2 gives us 2 damage. He's not poisoned. That is gone. He's used it up. 2 damage. And end of the round. That wasn't so bad. That's what she said. So, Mojo and Beary taking a long rest this time. Sunny D is going to try to go quick, and she's going faster than everybody else. Turns out the Vermlings are just going to do a jump loot. So we're going to let him do his loot and focus on trying to hit the people that are going to hurt us. So we're going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do an attack of 5 on the elite Viper boy. 5 minus 1 is 4, but it only has 11 health. So that is a kill. Get rid of the elite Viper. That's one less thing to attack us, even though everybody's going to end up poisoned by the time this round is over. Next is Scouty Face. He's not going to move anywhere because he's right where he wants to be, but he is going to loot that coin. It's gone off the board. What a dick. 1 Giant Viper left. He'll do his attack on Sunny D. Attack +1. That's an attack of 3, and it has poison. That's a 4, and poison. We'll use the Heater Shield to make it 3. Chainmail makes it 2. We're still taking 2 damage. Oops, that's just one tick on the chainmail and 2 damage. Finally, the Ooze, who doesn't have any move, but he's got range on both of them, and we'll target both with an attack, just an attack of 3, and it has poison, so they're both going to get poisoned. First attack on Sunny D, attack of 3 times 2, but she has the helm. That is considered a 0. So it's just an attack of 3, but she is poisoned, so that's 4. That will take it to 3, and she'll drop from 6 down to 3 health. Not looking too good there. And then an attack of 3 with poison onto Beary. That's 2 and poison. Mojo finishes his long rest, so first thing is he will attack with an attack of 2 onto that guy. Crying out, just shuffled that right to the top. How many times? Look how thick the deck is, and I shuffled that to the top. That's ridiculous. Anyway, he's got to choose a card to discard, and then we're going to the next turn. So not the best options for what's going to happen this turn, but we're going to try to get through things and maybe heal up on the next following turn. But we had to lose a card for Mojo and Beary, and even though it really sucks, I hate throwing out the Croco Stimp. But as far forward as they need to go, it's even if I summon it now, it's not going to have any reliable way of getting up there. So we're losing the Croco Stimp card. And then Mojo and Beary are going first in this round. So we're going to start with a little Beary beat down on Mr. Scout. I just shuffled this deck. Okay, thank you very much for not missing on the first card of the deck. Anything but a miss was going to kill this guy off, so he is down. Coin in the spot, all that good stuff. I was hoping they could get the kill, because then he can do his actual move +0, attack +0 to move forward 1 and do our attack on the Viper that's there. This is just a regular attack, so it's just attack of 2. Healing 1 for himself. That's nice. That'll get rid of the poison. So attack of 3, and he gets rid of his poison. That's always fun. Then we're going to lay some beat down with an attack 5. Come on, dude. +1, that's 6. Puts him at 9. Viper is out. The Scout and the Viper would be next, but they are both dead. So now we're over to Sunny D, where... Oh yeah, I was thinking about possibly moving and attacking or possibly running away. But mainly I just wanted him to have a higher initiative so he'd be the target. Because, yeah, Sunny D's having some problems with her health and her poison there. But this, I think we can just walk up since, yeah, there's not much going on. All I was going to do is heal too, but we're not really worried about much. We'll use the bottom of this card as a move too, just to step forward and take a coin. And we'll use the, yeah, I don't want to do that quite yet. And use the top of this just for an attack 4 against the dude. +2, that's 6. Oh, he's got a shield of 1, so he takes 5, which puts him at 7. It's still too short of his death toll, so he will be healing and sticking around for next turn. No experience on any of that stuff. No experience for Beary either, right? Nope, no experience for Beary. So it's just Mr. Moldy here. Move -1, so he will try to back away 1. Since he does have a move of 2, yep, he is able to back away 1 spot. And loot, hey, now you're too far away from the coin, sucker, and heal for 2 to go back to 5. And next turn we got 1 guy to deal with, and yeah, we're going to try to get some healing done. Going into our next turn and realizing we got another kill for Sunny D, and we got another elite kill for Mojo and Beary. So they are up to 19. They need 1 more, and they will retire at the end of this round. We got our stuff chosen for this turn, and oozes were nice enough to go ahead and split and suffer damage. So I'm pretty sure this is a good round to heal. The oozes are going at 94, which means Mojo and Beary are up first, starting with Mr. Mojo. Run forward for 2, smack for something. That's probably going to be good enough. That's attack of 3. He has a shield of 1, so he'll take 2 damage, which will put him at 7, which means he's going to die when he splits, no matter what. But we've got some other beatdown in store for him. We're going to heal 1, affecting all allies to get rid of his poison. And we will heal Beary for 1. But main thing was getting rid of the poison so that Sunny D can heal herself. Then an attack of 3. Hey, let's go ahead, pimp smack him. Yeah, he down. I think he was a spawn, so we will not put a coin down. Could be wrong about that, but oh well. But we're getting experience for that, and that will move him up to a bigger number. Sunny D finally gets to heal. With the poison gone, we will heal for 3, go for 3 to 6. Yay. We're still going to need a lot more heals after that, and we'll just use the bottom of this as a move. And yeah, since she's that much of a loot horse, she's just going to move over and grab this coin for 1. Yeah. Going over to the next turn where Sunny D is going to be taking a long rest to regain some health. And yeah, Beary's not going to move towards the door, so we're going to have to move him towards the door. Let's just go for that next turn. Sunny D is taking a long rest. Mojo is going to... Well, Beary first will not do anything because there's nothing on the board. Mojo is going to sit over there and say, hey, get through that door. We're going to do a move of 3, and we're going to do a move of 5. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2 to open the door, and probably going to step back 1. We will populate, and you'll see what's going to happen. Navigating through the passageways, you find yourself in a large open room with a cistern in the center. In there somewhere, I guess. Around the cistern stand a group of vermlings who look up and snarl in your direction. This must be the cause of the poisoned water. So our objective now is just to kill all the enemies. And yeah, Beary is definitely going to pull back 1 and hope to withstand what's going on. I don't think it's going to be too bad. We have done our stuff for this turn. So first up on the initiative order, we gave ourselves 2 experience, right? He's retiring after this anyway. Hopefully, all he's got to do is kill either that guy or that guy, and he'll be retired. So, fingers crossed. Oozes going first and doing a move +1. So, starting with our ooze back there, he's going to have a move of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 would get the closest he can, but he doesn't have range. Range of 4. Sorry, buddy. Nope. Then our other dudes doing their move, which is going to be 3 as well. 1, 2, 3. This guy will move first. 1, 2, 3. but that's not any closer than this is, so he won't do it. 1, 2, and then he won't go that way. This guy can move up to here, which is closest, so that's where he will go. And then Vermin Scouts have a move -2, which is kind of nice. So if you can see all that, yeah, actually get it on the camera in the right spot. But anyway, yeah, they got a move of Elite has a move of 2, but he's got a range of 3. Only has to move forward 1 to get. Oh, that's a doorway, so he is going to have to go 1, 2. Yeah, he's going to have to get up there to shoot around the corner. 1, 2, 3. Which he's got because 4 - 2. He only has 2 movement. He only has 2 movement. He can only get there, and yeah, I guess he can trace a line through the door and hit Mr. Beary. All right, fine. Attack +0. So this is an attack of 4 with poison. The guy hits pretty rough. +1 is 5. All right, 15. We're going to 10, and we're poisoned. Ouch. The other Vermlings only have a move of 1, and neither one can move with 1 and get closer to the target. So that's it for them. And we are on to the next turn. Sunny D finishes her long rest and heals and all that good stuff to go along with it. So Sunny D finishes her long rest and discards this card. Even though the Retaliate is kind of nice. With the Oozes being ranged attacks and the Scouts sometimes being ranged attacks, I'm thinking that's... With all the cards that I want to keep, this one's not that high on the list. Mojo and Beary are also going to take a short rest. The original card that they were chosen to get rid of was their big move card. So we chose not to take that damage, but instead suffer a damage and do this one instead. And of course, I need to take him from 11 down to 10, so I'm just going to do a 6 and a 4. And this was the second option for them to get rid of. Yeah, also kind of a bummer, but hey, that's what we got to do. But we're firing into this next turn. Oozes and Scouts are all going in the 60s, so we're going first. The first thing I want to do is get Beary out of there, because if he runs in and takes a bunch of hits with that poison, he's just going to go down and have to start ditching cards, which I do not want to do. So we're doing a whole bunch of moves, but first, Beary does have to do his standard step forward and attack. Hit that guy for 2. +1 is 3 damage at least. That was nice. Get a little stick hit on the guy and then run away. Move 3 and move 5. Gain 2 experience. Whoop-de-doo. But just get out of there. We got to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Get yourself back out of there, dude. It's not a good place to be. Then we is up. We're going to do the heal of 3 to gain her back up to 11. And that's also going to bring out this stuff at the end of our turn. And we're going to bring out this card as well. We're going to burn this one so that when it's not strong at the end of our turn, it will become strong. But since we already have used this turn, it's going to be strong. And we've got 5 more uses out of that. So I'm going to put that right here-ish, I guess. A little thing on it. 5 more uses out of that, because we need to start using some of those cards that, yeah, have this big symbol on it. Do it for the advantage and uber attack. Let's go. Press the attack. Boom, boom, boom. Finish these guys off. Beary's still poisoned. That will go to waning in the next turn. And we might have to play the waiting game and wait out the Oozes, wait for them to split themselves to death. As this doesn't look all too good for us. I mean, if they can split a bunch. Yeah, the Oozes and Scouts are both going in the 90s. The Oozes are going to split. The Scouts are just going to stay where they are and attack with poison. And I was hoping the Scouts would move forward and get out of there so we could actually attack them. So All of our stuff was designed around going late, trying to have them come towards us. That didn't happen. So we're going to heal one, affect all allies. So we'll get rid of the poison at least for Beary. We'll actually heal Sunny D for one as well. I don't remember exactly what her max health is. 14. And yeah, we'll do that one. And well, first he would actually move 3 forward. Then we do the heal, and then we'll do an attack of 3 towards nothing. That's not there. So much for the rest of that one. Then over to Sunny D, who will have just do a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bless and strengthen one ally. So we'll bless and strengthen Mr. Beary. There you go. Let's add a blessing to that deck. See if I can draw it. Maybe. But that's all for their turn. Then we got the scouts who will sit where they are and just do an attack +2 with poison. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. And then oozes are going to do a handy-dandy split. Since all of the summons are going to be non-elites, I'm just going to leave them off of the little white standing base. So the ones that are here will take a damage and then summon a new non-elite. That one will be summoned with damage, and this guy will take 2 and then summon with damage as well. Since this guy has more health, when he summons, the new one is already over the maximum, so he just summons a brand new one. Yay! But that is it for this turn. Let's go into the next one. See what happens. Well, once again, tried to go late with Mojo and Beary, hoping that the scouts would move first. No, they're going later, and they're going to target 2, and they're not even going to move. And they're going to fire at range. Yeah, that's going to piss me off. That's fine. I even tried to go, I actually meant to go 55 with her, but it would not have made a difference either way. We're going to move 4, and oh, hey, why don't we use this? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can actually get up and actually do a hit, though. We can actually get up and hit that guy for 5. We will take a crap load of damage if we do, because everything is shooting at range and will hurt us. Yeah, scouts are firing at range. Dude's firing at range. Beary's going to move forward 3 anyway. And yeah, he could do enough damage to kill off the scout on his turn, but then we're going to take lots of damage. We will move forward 1, 2, 3. And then one ally within range 3 can perform move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. But we'll try to get their long-term objective done by killing that guy off. And they are up next with 42. So first thing that's going to happen is Beary's going to attack this guy for 2 plus 0. Doesn't have any shields, so it's just an attack of 2. Why did he have 3 damage on him? I don't even remember how that guy got 3 damage. Did we run in and hit him and then run away? I guess we must have. But we hit him for 2 more. Then we're going to do an attack of 3 with the heal 3 on herself. I don't want to do this one first because I might kill it, and then I wouldn't be able to heal myself. So we're doing the bottom of this, attack 3, heal 3 to self. Attack 3, plus 0 is an attack of 3. That puts him to 8 damage, which will kill off the scout. Drop a coin in that space, and heal Beary for 3. 10 to 13. And I'm realizing that he should have been strengthened somewhere back there. I think it was just in this most recent turn. Yes, the strengthen should have been on his first attack, which means that should have been plus 0 for the first one, which means his attack of 3 should be the next card, this one. 3 actually turns it to 4. The outcome is exactly the same, but it's one more card flipped in his deck. He'll gain the experience for that, and he won't be able to do this because he doesn't have a target in front of him. that is the end of that one. He'll gain an experience. Then we have the major ouch time because it starts with the oozes first, which means it starts with the elite ooze first, who has poison. Yay, yay, yay. Elite ooze, he's got himself a move of 2, attack of 4 at a range of 4. Move of 2, 1, 2, 3. He doesn't need to move, he's right where he is. It's an attack of 4. Plus 1, that's 5, and a poison. Oh well, doesn't matter. What matters is marking down on our sheet another elite kill for Mojo and Beary, which officially puts them at 20 elite kills, and they will retire when they get back to town. After they exhaust, because here comes the pain. He's got to move 2, so he can move there and to do his attack. Attack of 3 times 2, that's 6. With the poison, that's 7. We will discard a card in hand to negate all of that damage. He can move forward 2, but 1 is all he can do, and he can't get within range 3. Number 7 as well. 7 could move 2 and get here, but does not have range 3. And the final guy already has range 3, so won't move, and he'll just do his attack of 3. Plus 2 is 5, and poison is 6. So 8 goes to 2. We should just discard 2 more cards. Yeah, pulling those big boys out really hurts when you're poisoned and you don't really have that much health. Okay, we're discarding 2 cards from hand. We only have 4 cards left in the discard. But that's all for the oozes. Now, we got to... Nope, we still have ooze number 9 right here, who's got to take his shot as well. Attack of 3. Poison, that makes it 4. That one will actually take... Drop from 8 to 4. But that's all for the oozes now. Then we go on to the vermlings, which is going to be just as bad. So they got a range of 4, targeting 2. So this guy will actually be able to hit both. He will only be able to hit Beary. So number 3 will be up first. He'll do his attack, which is an attack of 4. Minus 1, it's an attack of 3. So we'll take 3 damage, but with poison that makes it 4. And he's got to discard 2 cards again. And looks like on the next shot from here, yep, he'll have to discard his last 2 cards. So that's it for Mojo and Beary. Yeah, I guess technically I could have chosen not to discard any of those cards and instead just let Beary exhaust. And Mojo could have sat over here with the cards and just tried to wait out the storm of guys coming toward us. But we got to kill these guys. Otherwise, we fail the mission. So, yeah. I don't know how this is fully going to go at this point. Oh, hey, look, minor healing potion. Oh. Sorry. He is out of there. And it's up to Sunny at this point, who has a shot incoming from here. She's not poisoned, but it's just an attack. Regular guy, an attack of 3. Minus 1 is 2. So she'll take 2 damage. That's actually going to hit the chainmail for 1. And we'll go ahead and take the heater shield for 0. And that's the end of that turn. We got to kill 2 vermlings and wait out all of the oozes. They're going to have to split themselves to death. We're going to have to go away and just buy as much time as we can and hope for the best. But that's what we'll do. I was hoping I could get one more fast turn out of Beary to have him kill off at least one of these guys. Maybe like in the next turn, I could swap the position of these 2 and Beary could take that one out. Sunny D might be able to take this one, kill that one somehow and still live. And then she could run away next turn and wait for the dudes to split. But she's going to have to run away first and hope that they move to get up to where she is and hope that the oozes stay where they are and split. What the important part is, Mojo and Beary are going to retire They're already headed back to town. They're like, dude, we're out. We'll see you later. It's been fun partying these last couple of rounds and everything, but we're gone. This is going to come back out. It's going to be one more tick on that. Sunny D's only got 2 cards left in hand. I probably should just take a short rest so she can run away. I think she needs to take a short rest and run away, because you never know. These guys might split, but they might just do like insane amounts of damage, and then she's got to discard a bunch of cards because she won't have anything in her hand. She's got 12 health, but that first guy sticks her with poison, and then everybody else joins in. It's like she's going down. She doesn't have her armor up. Would love for her to take a long rest, but she's not going to be able to do that this round. She got to take a short rest, and she's going to have to discard that one. One ally within range 3 can perform move 4. I don't have any allies within range. It is a move 4 for her, but she's still got a move 4 and a move 5 left in the deck. So we're going to be fine letting that one go. Take our short rest. We're going to move 5 and heal ourselves, right? Because what's her max health right now? She's almost at her max health. But that'd still be good to do. No, we need to go quick. Oh my god. 55 is as fast as she can go. All of her quick cards are gone. Okay. Well, 56, 55, what's the real difference? She'll go with that because she's probably going to need to heal after this. In a big way. What are Scouties going to do? Scouties are going 54. Move -2, but attack at range with poison. Ooze is 36. Ooze is going to go first, at least. But at a range, with that range of 4, Big Master Ooze has got only a move of 1, so he can't move forward. In a range of 4, he can't get the shot off. All right. Number 1 has a move of 1, can't move forward, but has a range of 3. Can't get the shot off. Next guy, number 6, move of 1, can't move forward, can't get range. 7, move of 1, can't get forward, get range. Number 8, move of 1, he can move here, but still doesn't have range. That's no closer. The only one that can actually get the shot is this guy, who is within range. He could move forward 1, but he's already at range. It's an attack -1, so this is just an attack of 2. Minus another 1 is only an attack of 1. So 12 goes to 11. All right. Ooze is done. Did their damage. Now scouts. Hey, look, we got a couple of scouts that want to do their stuff. So their range is 3. This guy already has range 3. This guy does not. You need to get up there. What's his move? His move is -2, which means he only has a move of 1. Suck it, dude. This guy stays where he is and does his attack. Attack of 3 with poison. +1 is 4 and poison. So 11 going to 7 and a poison. That's what our heal will do. Just get rid of poison. So now it's her turn at 56, the fastest. Well, almost fast as she can go. Move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go all the way back here and then heal ourselves for 3, which doesn't do anything except get rid of poison. Ding. We will bring that out, so at the end of this turn we won't take another one of these. And that's it for that turn. Oh man, it's getting spicy. Next round's a little better. Okay, we've got some stuff going on, and we're going first. Scouts are going 69, moving less, hitting more, and the oozes are going to split. So, liking at least that part of it. Even though this guy can't split, this guy can't split, but the elite can, which isn't too good. That'll be another fully grown ooze. But we're going first. We got a move of 4, an attack of 2 with a stun. I'm not going forward into there. We're going to go back just as far as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well pick up another coin as long as we can. get ready for a long rest. Get ready for some more money. We need more money. And then, yeah, attack with a stun. Vermlings are moving 2. So he'll move 2. This guy will move 2 forward to here. And then doing their attack stuff at melee range. And then oozes are going to do their fun love and split. Next turn, scouts are not moving, and the oozes are going to move. At 57, so oozes actually will move first. Let's go ahead and do all their stuff. Oozy oozes. So that's the oozes after they have moved. Scouts stay where they are and do their attack +2 for poison, but they're not moving anywhere. And then she's going to do her stuff, and we're just going to move back 2 and get ready to take a long rest in the next round. So it's just going to be monsters. This one comes down, that takes over and goes back up. She will gain 2 experience for both of those hits. Over to the next turn, where she's going to take a long rest. Scouts are going second, actually. The oozes are going first, but they're just staying where they are and doing their attack stuff. Scouts will do a move, but they're only doing a move of 2. So we start with this guy. He'll do a move of 2. This guy will do a move of 2, and that's all for them. And that's the end of that turn and the end of her long rest. She will choose that will go down, and that will tick up again. One more, and there's one more tick off of that for next turn. She finishes her long rest, though, so her 7 goes to 9, and she regains the use of those. We really need those. She's got to lose a card, and next turn. Oozes and scouts are going late, 79 and 85, and neither one is moving. They're attacking at range. Oozes would push and poison, targeting all adjacent enemies, and then shoot at range. Scouts are shooting at range. Range 4 is the maximum, so we have a move of 4 and a heal of 3, so we will heal for 3 for 9 up to 12. And put that up at big, so we'll have one more tick for that. And we have a move of 4, which 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's where we're going to end ourselves up, because this guy might come in here, and as soon as he does, I need to start doing some damage to him, because I don't have too many rounds left. We got 6 cards for what's left out of everything, and means there's not too many turns left. 4 in hand, 2 in discard. So we're going over to the next turn. Scouts aren't moving very much, but at least they're going first and doing a little bit. They're going to have a move of 1. So this guy can't move forward on the 1, but that guy can. He has attack at a range of 3, which can't actually do anything. But that's where he's going to end his turn. The oozes are nice enough to split again. At least that part is looking good, but we've got to get some damage on some stuff. So we're going to go flying in and hit this guy since we've still got this stuff out, which actually we should be here now. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use that this turn. We're going to go ahead and move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 4 there. Make them a little harder to shoot around the corner if that happens. And an attack of 4. We're going to be using that to make that an attack of 5 with advantage and gain an experience. Attack of 5 plus 1. That's an attack of 6. And get us an XP. And 6 damage to a Vermling Scout, which kills it. Alright. So we have 2 objectives. We have to kill that guy, and we have to wait for all of these dudes to die in the split. Oozes got to split. Oozes got to ooze. Start with this guy who's going to split to 6 damage. Means now, since he has a health of 7, the one that it spawns, which is the last one that's left to actually be able to be spawned, will already have 2 health on it. That's nice. Then everything has got to take its turn and do all that. The guy that spawned, unfortunately, will not take damage and then spawn again, even though it's elites and then non-elites. So let's do all of our other dudes. Everybody's like taking damage. Nothing is going to spawn because all 10 are out on the board. They just take damage. Battery ran out, so here we are short time later, going again. I think I got everything finished from last round. These guys split, they took all their damage and everything. And we got our choices for next round. We're going to see if we can't just get through this. Scouts are first, and finally have decided to do something. Actually get at least close enough to where Sunny can do something. He's moving up 2 and doing an attack of 2 at range 3. You would have to get there to get his range and everything. And doing an attack of 2. -1 is just an attack of 1. Alright, simple enough. We'll take our 1 damage. I think she can move down to this spot at this point. And then is going to be Sunny at 61. So we're going to have her just walk forward 1. We're going to go this way. Even though I would like to pick up that coin, I don't want to be within range of these guys. They are going to do some ranged attack stuff, but they're not going to move. These guys aren't going to move. They're just going to push and poison. So yeah, we just do that as a move, and then we'll do this one as an attack 2 and stun. Attack 2 plus 0 is just 2 damage, but stunned as well. 2 damage for you and stunned. And the oozes, as we talked about before, there's no experience in that one. And finally is the actual oozes themselves, who are just going to not move, push and poison enemies and attack. Range -1 would be range 2 for these guys. This is the only guy who would actually have range, but he's on the other side of the door and you can't shoot through the door unless you actually can draw a line of sight. So there we go. Done for that. Oh, the 1 damage actually would have plinked on the last mark for chainmail. So yeah, give us that health back. Yeah, we'll keep the shield and just let the chainmail go down because we're going to need the long rest again in a little bit anyway. And yes, let's redraw. Next round, maybe I can kill this vermling. Finally got forward, and then get the heck out of here. Also realizing in the next turn, this should have come out strong again, and this should have been gone. She should have gotten 1 more experience for finishing off that card, but that one is now totally gone. No more light stuff coming out, but that's okay. And then it should go to waning on this turn, which is all right. Her last 2 cards is the only thing she can choose, so she's going 57. Scout is up first at 53, and Scout is stunned, so we'll do nothing. Sorry, buddy. Then, hey. Fuck you, buddy. Then we're going to do this one. We're going to go ahead and do our attack first. We're going to use this, finally, the first time that we've used that the whole time we had that card out there, to do an attack of 5 at advantage. That's nice. Duke. That's just a straight attack of 5. Puts the Scout at 7. That is too much for the Vermling, and the Vermling is out. Yay for that one, because now... And that's another kill for the sadist. So that's all that she needed for that. I don't have any more 5 markers. They're all busy being 6 markers over here in the corner. So, okay, yeah, 4 and 1. We used this. That also gave her another experience. So she's going up to 6. Then we're going to use the bottom of this just as a move of 2 Oozes. Oh, yes. Oozes are splitting this turn. So she might as well... And we're going to have to take a long rest next turn, because those were her last 2 cards. Yeah, we're going to use that as a move, too, to move back here. Yep. And that's all for... No. We gotta split the oozes, man. We got to split the oozes. Oozes got to ooze. All right, everybody's taking 2 damage and splitting and doing all that stuff. There are no more... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there's no more that can be brought out, so they're just taking the damage. Swoosh straight over to the next turn. So we've got to take a long rest for Sunny D. Oozes got to reshuffle and do their thing. Now, from the way that I shuffle decks, I tend to miss and then shuffle and then put a miss right back on top of the deck again. So, if the oozes just split and I shuffle their deck, I should have a split right back on top of the deck again, right? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Use the improbability of your own luck against the game. Now we're talking. Sunny D is just going to take her long rest, and the oozes are going to split again. Thank you so much, oozes, and several of these guys are going to die. But the elite takes their turn first and will go to 10 damage, and then everybody else. So at the time, there's nothing that the elite can spawn. Ding! There goes the 10. And let's just continue that on and do the rest of these guys and see how it goes. And we're done. Going into the next turn, she's got to choose a card to lose, and then we're going to have to reshuffle this deck again. Pull 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Oh, forgot, a couple of those guys actually dropped coins back there, but it's not like I'm going in there to get them. If I'm going in there, I'm going in there to get that chest, but I don't really think she's going in there anyway, so it's okay. And that attack we can get rid of. I think it's safe to get rid of this one. So we're getting rid of this card. We're going to give her the move 5 and stun. And there's no real good way for her to try to get up there. So we'll keep the move 4 and the stun at the ready, and she'll go later in case they decide to go fast or whatever. But she finishes her long rest, so she'll finally go back up to max health, and we'll get our chainmail back. Thank you. And ooze has got to ooze. All right, let's do this again. Here we do it. We're just looking away. We're not even paying attention to it. We're just flipping cards, man. We're just flipping cards. There's no cosmic reasoning to it. We just mix up the cards. Mix up a few times you grab a few times you grab one, a few times you do things. You might slip some cards over and do some weird, funky stuff. It doesn't matter. It's all just in where you stop. Oh! Tell me that ain't working. Tell me that's not working. Oozes, you're going to split. That means this guy's going to die and this guy's going to die. There's only going to be... No, because these guys are going to spawn others. There's going to be 4 left. But they're all going to have 1 hit point, because this guy's going to 8 damage and this guy's going to 12 damage. And he's got 13 health and this guy's got 9 health. There will be 4 guys with 1 hit point left. And I think with our armor, we can take a little bit of damage. We've got quite a few turns left to take, and then you've got to take some long rests and stuff like that as well. But do we make a play for that chest? Ooh, these are the decisions. These are the decisions that haunt us. If we go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, then next turn I can do a move of 5 and heal myself. and go late, do a move of 5 and heal myself. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go like all the way up here, and then next turn I can walk over onto that. That's possible, and if it looks spicy, we'll have a move of 5 and we can just run away. That's okay. It's okay. So we'll move forward with the move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't stun anybody, but that's okay. Those cards are used up. Then Ooze has got to ooze. So this guy, we've got things that are actually going to come out now. This guy's going to be able to spawn into this space with, it's got 3 health left. So from 9 it will have taken 6 damage. Okay. For non-elite. This guy can split. Well, after he goes, he's got to go from 10 to 12 damage. That's right. He's got 1 health left, which means this guy must have 8 damage for him to have 1 health left. This guy can split. What's the proper order? Yep, number 2. He will go next. He will split into that space. He's got to take his damage first, which means he'll go to 8, and then he'll summon another one that also has 8 damage, or 1 health left. Then both of those guys will die, and we're going to take those 8s, and we're just going to stack them on there. So, doesn't matter at this point. 1 more split, and those guys all die, no matter what. All that matters is we just got to survive through that split. You think I can do that one more time? I'm just willing to bet. Probably. Next turn, we need to go later. We're going to do our move and our heal just in case they do take some shots at us. Yeah, because we'll have to take a long rest after that anyway. So this is our turn next, and the only thing else we need to know about is Ooze has got to ooze. Unfortunately, if they do split now, I won't be able to get the chest. I don't have enough movement to get over there. So, kind of rough, but it's no big deal. If they're going to split, I'll move back and grab 1 more coin before everything is over. Not that they're going to split again. I'm sure there's no way we could get that many in a row just by doing our simple cross shuffle. Here, I'll do this, just so everybody knows these are getting mixed up. We're mixing. Okay, that didn't really mix. Okay, that's mixing. That's mixing. I can even do the standard like this one. Put that one there, and then I'll put this one inside of the other ones. That's totally mixed up. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Is that 5 in a row? Four in a row? I think 4. I'm pretty sure that was 4 in a row. So, it is the last turn. Sunny's got to do some stuff. We're going to do a move of 5. Stun, target 1 adjacent enemy. Sun comes out, gain an experience. Because those are different lines for everything. So, yeah, we'll move 5. We'll grab that coin. Or let's see, 1, 2. Because we can't get there, right? That's there. Where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's no way that we can get there. We'll do that. We'll gain another coin. We'll gain another experience as well. That will be all of her turn. She still had some other cards left. And oozes. Ooze's got to ooze. That's all she wrote. Just wait long enough and use your own shuffling bad luck, or in this case, good luck, to do what's needed. I'm certain this won't come back to haunt me in any horrible way later when I draw the worst possible card for the big bad guy like 6 times in a row. I know that's going to happen, so I don't feel too bad about this. But the vermlings lie dead, their dark blood mixing with the pools of water on the floor. Investigating further, you find no poisons of any kind on the corpses. Is it possible these vermling were not the cause and instead were just living here, away from the eyes of the guard? I feel kind of bad if I just walked into their home and killed them because I thought they were being bad. At the back of the room, large cracks are present in the wall, displaying a passage deeper into the depths. And if you had some way to breathe underwater, which I don't You may even be able to enter the cistern and find the source that way. Well, I don't have a way of breathing under the water, but it gives me some clues of places I might go to find a way to breathe underwater. We open up the frozen hollow, deep ruins, an ancient cistern, and the drake nest. Abandoned sewers is done. All right, that's good. We killed some things. We got our long-term goal. We got Mojo and Beary retired. We're going to bring in a new character, which I think I'm going to bring in the Inox Brute from what a friend of mine had recommended. So we'll do the Inox Brute. This is an ooze one. Where are my oozy things? I don't know. Oozes went somewhere. Oozes had to ooze, and they oozed themselves. Hey, look, more ooze cards. Never mind that. She's got some good money, got some reasonable experience, and we got through this one, opened up several new places that we can go. And we got a new character, as Mojo and Beary are going to retire, and we'll have the Inox Brute join the party. So we'll have two big, beefy people running through, chopping things down, because they both have the ability to wear, armor without negatives if they take the perks for it, which I'm certain to do. So yeah, despite many technical difficulties and overheats and battery runouts and all that good stuff, this mission does in fact end as a success. And we'll see you on the next one.